I am here with the iconic American writer Joyce Carol Oates. And Miss Oates, we've entered a very interesting time in history. Would you say that we are entering the age of dystopia? What Huxley wrote about, what Orwell wrote about, and maybe even Stephen King in The Running Man? How do you see our present time?
Well, I think the problem is one of surveillance, and it isn't necessarily just a particular presidential administration, but it may be just the rise of technology in capturing the individual. That may be inevitable because of the technology being so precise and so developed.
Yes, I think there's a tendency to focus on Trump as the person when it's a greater systemic problem.
Yes, I think he's in a way like a figurehead. Yeah. He could even be a puppet. He's often called a puppet. He blathers on and he's entertaining and arousing to his base, and he's infuriating to his enemies, but he may not be the real problem.
Absolutely, almost like a spectacle or media, a reality TV star. Maybe that's why they even let him win, because he is the perfect spectacle in the bread and circuses kind of definition.
Exactly, the bread and circuses. He provides the circus, and there's no bread.
Yeah, and as we see neoliberalism devour the planet, it seems that the surveillance state is going to have to clamp down more and more, because as people are becoming aware, it necessitates stricter and stricter draconian measures.
Yes, I think that's true. 1984 certainly has been prescient. His idea of Big Brother being right in your own house and looking at you, that's just very chilling.
Absolutely, and even if we look at things like Guantanamo Bay, the codification of torture, and the legalized spying and the evisceration of the Bill of Rights, this is classic totalitarianism.
Yes, and people are so impressionable. Brainwashing is so possible with a news network like Fox News. I should put quotation marks around the word news. People are so malleable and naive and uncritical.
But didn't Goebbels and Edward Bernays show the capabilities of propaganda? I mean, we live in an age of post-truth. Maybe this is what the postmodernists were speaking of. We're in an age of unreality or post-truth, and actually what they predicted was very prescient, like Foucault and Derrida.
Well, I think Nietzsche began the questioning and deconstruction of what's called reality. And Nietzsche was really looking at culture like a Western European Christian culture and sort of deconstructing it. But I don't think Nietzsche really would have meant that there was no actual scientific or objective reality. He was talking about this sort of Platonic world of Christian generalities.
It was almost he's almost like a creative objectivist. I mean, he did believe in the artistic, special privilege, I guess, being given to the artist. In other words, no restraints. He was definitely an individualist as opposed to a kind of somebody worried about social well-being.
Yes, I think the triumph of the individual and the triumph of imagination. But Nietzsche is very complex, and I think the agenda of deconstructing the establishment, religion, and political beliefs, I think that's very respectable, and that one should always be critical.
Oh yeah, he has some very good points. Definitely, and I mean, his philosophy was hijacked, obviously, by his sister when she went over to the Nazis and so forth. I think Nietzsche would have been horrified by the Nazis.
Yes.
All right, well, thank you very much, Miss Oates. It was a pleasure.